I've heard today was a special day.
Yes.
Reminds me of, I think it was a couple of years ago, I was touring on the West Coast, and with my friend, Jared, who is there. Hi, Jared. Jared is my road manager, my companion on the roads of North America, which is, as you know, not a country but a continent. I do feel a lot of sympathy for truck drivers, because I'm just one of them, I think. We have a lot of common points, let's put it that way. 2 years ago, we were driving to Oregon, and we stopped upstate California somewhere and had a bite to eat. And we were sitting next to a couple. They were like us, waiting for the order. And I had to write a letter. Yeah, a letter. I didn't say an email, I said a letter with an envelope, pen, a piece of white paper. And so I wanted to say the date, and I didn't know which day we were, you know. So I'm asking the lady next to me, I said, would you please tell me which day is today? She said, oh gee, today. And she looked at her husband, and he was looking at her. And she looked at me and said, oh, but of course today is March 17th, St. Patrick's Day. Oh, thank you, I forgot St. Patrick's Day. And then I thought, St. Patrick's. And souvenirs, you know, started to come back to my mind. And I wanted to sort of engage a little conversation with her. And I said, oh, have you been to Ireland? No. Oh. I said, you know, I was in fact in the city of Downpatrick, in the north, you know, in Northern Ireland. This is where, you know, Patrick is down. And she started looking at me like if I was coming from a different planet. And me, I was trying to be engaging, you know, so, you know, say, yeah, it's in County Down. And no reaction, and her husband was in fact closing himself even more, like, I was sort of figuring that they were waiting for their food silently. So then I made my souvenirs my own, you know. And I remembered a morning with my friend George Loudon, who built that guitar, dear friend. And George and I, we were sort of walking by morning. It was sunny, which is not very often in Northern Ireland. It was very sunny. We had a little pint, and we took our pint out of the pub. And we decided to walk a little bit around. There, it's okay. You can have your pint, in, you know, and walk in the street. And no cops is going to come and put you in jail. Which is sort of, it tells you a little bit about, you know, the culture there. And we walk and we see that church, and there is a graveyard. I sit on one grave, which was very comfortable, I have to say, and he sits on another one, and we start talking about life and this and that. And I say, so George, tell me something. Downpatrick, County Down, all of a sudden it makes sense to me. This is related to St. Patrick. He said, yes. Oh, I mean, you know, okay. So, he's buried here in Downpatrick? He said, yeah. But where? And he says, just underneath your butt. This is what I wanted to share with that woman. She did not allow me to. No. She missed something. I'm sure her day would have been a more joyful day if she had known. Okay. That's a good story, no? You don't invent those stories.